Greetings everyone, welcome back to my sketchbook. Welcome to InkTober. So this is the 4th day of InkTober and today's prompt is Murky. Again, saying hello to the otters of Seaside Park. So this is going to be an interesting one, I think. Let's get started with the timer here though. All right, so here's what I understand murky to be. Murky is sort of like if you go into a pond or a swamp, let's say, and you can't really see into the water very well. That would be murky. But another way that I kind of view murky is the concept of fortune telling. So let me show you something here as I'm doodling away. This is based on something called the Magic 8 Ball. And the idea would be that you would make decisions based on, well, happenstance and chance. Another sort of thing is the use of a crystal ball. Now, I will say this much. I'm going to try dipping the pen here because I don't seem to be getting much ink to come out of that. The use of a crystal ball. Well, I think the only real way to predict the future, if that, well, I don't even know how to put this, is the use of mathematics. That's probably the most elegant language that we've come up with. Sort of like, well, growing up, I had learned my times tables, and you know that 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 2 is 2. So that's not so much predicting, that's sort of recalling something. But the prediction part is probability, the probability of something. Let's back this out a little bit because I think this crystal ball, yeah, let's try there, is not working out wonderfully for me. Now the idea, again, of predicting the future, I don't really think it's really possible though. You might be able to say in a situation where you have control that next Tuesday or next whatever, you're likely to be doing this. I don't think that's a true prediction though. That's sort of a self-fulfilling prophecy, as they might say. But that's how that goes. Think about something like a fortune cookie saying that you will meet a stranger. Well, you could avoid people for a little while, I suppose, if you didn't want that to go, come true. So what's that have to do with murky? Well, if you think that you can see into the future, it probably isn't very clear. That is murky. So that's why I'm kind of going with the crystal ball sort of idea here. And I'm just sort of going to add a little bit of embellishments to this, and we'll see what else we can kind of come up with very quickly as well. Okay. So I hope you're drawing along. As I've said in previous videos, you don't have to set a time limit. I do this just because, well, for me, it helps me to sort of think about not putting so much work into something. It's fun to actually draw things, though. So I'm going to kind of draw another character here, which I don't know lots about. I would have really only seen this character as a portrait, so I'm just going to do a part of this character. So in Luigi's Mansion, you can see this character. She's known as Madame Clairvoyant. She's like a fortune teller. Let's see here. There's a lot of kind of interesting characters when you're playing Super Mario. So there's lots to draw from. Not even really a pun intended, it's just there really is lots of characters. I suppose you could even involve characters that have nothing to do with Mario, but at some point with a Mario Party, like, you know, let's say Link from Zelda could be kind of part of that world as well. Now, I do believe ears and earrings. Maybe those ears are a little strange. That is okay. Now, I'm going to try to draw. Some hands kind of quickly. Ooh, that one went a little messy. It's okay. And maybe one kind of up a little bit too. Dip the pen over here. How about a little bit of reflection in the glass? Just like that. Maybe one over here just for fun. Put a little bit of squiggle fog in here. I got 2 minutes and, well, just a little more than 2 minutes left there. I'm going to write out the word murky. That'll be pretty easy. How about right here? So number 4. And I'm going to write it just like this. So it doesn't have to be fancy calligraphy or anything like that. Now, some of the other drawings, I think, coming up will probably end up being a little bit smaller, and that's okay. Let's see. Put in a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Now, still working with ink here. I'm bringing out some water, and I'm going to create kind of some blurs in here. So that the water seems kind of murky. If you ever go to the swamp and you see, oh, let's say pond scum, and you can't really see into the water very well, don't just hop in, because alligators could be in there, or crocodiles, or it could be very shallow, and that would be no fun. So yes, you have to be very careful around water where you don't know its depth. I'm I'm going to make it a little darker around the edge, I think. And maybe a little bit around Madame Clairvoyant's hands there. Oh, just dark on that side of the fingers. Well, that's it. I can put the pen down. All right. Thanks for hanging out for the 10 minutes. I hope you have a wonderful day. We'll see you with the next one. And yeah, that'll be kind of fun. Anyway, ciao for now.